Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Haley and you're watching Between the Pages. I have a second book review for you today, and that is A Sensual Summoning by Rachel J. Roman. Now, I started reading this like right before Thanksgiving, and then I've kind of put it down and then I picked it back up. So this is basically about a witch named Faye who has been exiled from her coven and everything because she sucks at being a witch and she sucks at spellcraft and she's always managing to like blow things up. And so she accidentally summons a succubus because she finds his book like in the attic of her house, and she summons him, accidentally binds herself to him, and then it's basically like 500 pages of figuring out how to break this curse, and it's about 300 pages too long. There's a reason why I put this down, because I was like, oh my god, like the smut is good, like obviously I like it a lot. And of course, when they first get together, like, that's all it is. And then we get, like, back to the plot. And it's just, it is way too long. Like, this was another, like, published fanfiction. I never read the original when it was on Tumblr. But this one, from what I could scrounge up on the internet, was based off of Frankie Morales from Triple Frontier. So just like Christmas and Coconut Creek, this is also based on Frankie, which I could kind of see the similarities, but it's also an extremely like completely different character. So this is one that I was kind of glad that I never read the original, so it wasn't really my opinion on the character wasn't colored by what I know from the character in canon. So I did like the succubus. His name is Raphael, or she just calls him Rafe for the longest time. But yeah, I was not really interested in the plot. Like, I was here for porn, basically. Porn without plot. But obviously, in a published book, you have to have plot. So I understand that. But it was way too long. Way, way too long. And this is it's kind of left open-ended, but then like not open-ended at the same time. So I don't know whether or not the author is going to do a sequel or not. But if it is, I hope for damn sure it's not this long. It was unnecessary. Like, I liked the plot and everything once we like figured out what the plot was, because it's like the first like quarter of the book was like, oh shit, I've summoned this succubus, go away, like, how do I get rid of you? And then like 50% of it was like them building the relationship and smut, and then like the last 25% was like actual plot. I was like, okay, now we know where we're going. And I'm kind of one of those that like, I don't mind a slow burn, but if you're gonna give me slow burn, give me slow burn in terms of the relationship, not in terms of the plot. The plot, I'm like, come on, let's, what are we doing? What is the point? What is the point? Get to the point, please. Which is the problem I had with Masters of Death. I was like, okay, we're 75% into this book, and I have no clue where we're going with this. And the last 25, I was like, oh, there's the plot. That's kind of how I feel about this. Like, 200 pages of this could have been cut out and it would have been fine. So that's like literally my only criticism, is that it is way too freaking long. I am not a big long book girly. Like, give me 400 pages or less, or something like between like 450 and like 350. Like, that's my ideal length of a book, because when it's this long, I get so tired. I have to put it down. I think that's why when I was reading Carry On, it took me 2 weeks, because I was like, it's so long, and for what? There's no point in a book being this long unless you're like doing something epic like Tolkien or something. But yeah, this book is way too long. The porn is good. The smut is good. I like the characters. I love his best friend whose name escapes me now. That we meet, and he ends up becoming real. Like, he's brought into our world, because originally he was just a memory in Raphael's mind, and through this whole entire plot, like, he becomes real. And I like him. I wouldn't mind seeing a sequel with him at the forefront, and like him finding his own witch or werewolf or whatever other beings exist in this world. So I would definitely read that if it wasn't like 500 pages. So yeah, that was my book review for you guys, and I will see you guys later. Bye!